Welcome to the Popish Plot. I'm Jessica, and today we are doing my relationship with Mary Collab. This collab was started by Jess from Hey Jess Chambers, and down below I will have links to both her channel, and there will be a playlist with everyone's video. So after you watch this video, go ahead and click on the playlist. I know the people that are taking part in this are a diverse group of Catholic women. Some of them are going to be converts, so their story might be either that, Mary's the reason why I became Catholic, or inversely, I was totally cool with being Catholic, but this Mary thing messed me up. Some of us are lifelong Catholics, so you're going to have a wide range of, different people saying what their relationship with Mary is as a lifelong Catholic. If you watch this channel regularly, and if you don't, I suggest you hit subscribe and ring the bell to watch all our future episodes. We post about twice a week. Anyway, if you watch it regularly, you know that Mike goes on and on about how he is a mama's boy, especially about Mother Mary. I mean, Joyce, you're a wonderful lady, but, you can't compete with the Mother of God. Sorry. Although, continue doing the awesome job you do at church stuff, because I don't need to find another treasure for the women's group. Anyway, and, Nate has occasionally talked about his relationship with Mary as a convert, largely about how when he became a convert, I pointed out that individual visions of Mary post, the era of the apostles are private devotions, so he didn't have to memorize them all, so he didn't really get that into it before he converted because, well, who wants to go and follow every single I saw a picture of Mary on a tortilla, is this real or not? And as he had no problem with, all the Marian dogmas, once it was explained to him and he understood, it wasn't a big deal, but, But anyway, I rarely talk about my relationship with Mary on the show, besides the fact that I hate the rosary, because I hate the rosary. I stand with St. Teresa of Lisieux, who, pointed out that she also couldn't do the rosary. I know lots of people who love the rosary. I'm like, either it's like, I'm going to go through, I'm going to do every single prayer, and I'm going to get this done quickly, especially growing up, when for some reason my mom declared it was rosary time whenever my favorite show with the episode I've been waiting all week was going to be on in the next 10 minutes. Or it's like, okay, I'm going to be good. I'm going to think about the mysteries because that's what's important. And then I'll just kind of think about the mysteries and I'll be halfway through a decade and I've stopped the vocal prayers. But anyway, this is not just on the rosary. This is about your relationship with Mary, which is something I've been thinking about for the last couple of years. Because again, I got Mike. Every time we mention Mary in a group episode, he's like, Mommy, which is completely reasonable for a 40-year-ish old man to be doing, because in normal life, it's completely reasonable for a grown adult man to go back to his mother's house and be like, Mommy, can you cut the toast the way I like? And no one looks at that weird. But if I were to go that way and do that, first my mother would be like, you don't eat toast. And second, she'd be like, I'm cutting it the way I always cut it. It doesn't matter. And third, it would be like, you're an adult, cut your own toast. So I think this is something that, like, at least in the circles I know of in the church, it's not talked about a lot. Yes, guys can totally be mommy's boys because it's completely normal to be mommy's boys as an adult. But if you were a 30-year-old woman and you went and acted like you were 5 just because your mother was there, everyone would look at you funny unless there was some, important psychological, physical development reason why you are not going to be acting like a normal adult in any case. But a lot of people think that's how you have to act with Mary because, she's your mother in, the order of Christianity. So that's something that I personally just have been dealing with for the last couple of years, figuring out, because I wouldn't treat my normal mother the way that some people expect you always to treat Mary. Yes, Mary is sinless. Mary was set apart from all creation to be the mother of God. So she's not the same as your normal mother. However, it seems disingenuous for me to be like, I'm going to be a strong adult woman, except for when I'm dealing with Mary, and then I'm a 5-year-old. And personally, I like the number of stuff that's coming out now by other strong adult women who are pointing out how, you get this overly pious view of Mary of, oh, she was doe-eyed and everything was beautiful, and for some reason she can wear pure white in the ancient desert and never get dirty, even though they didn't invent bleach yet. And go, that's silly. And they point out how, in her own way and in her own time, she was a strong, independent woman. Because that's something I can look up to. Yes, always doing what God wants is an important thing. But that doesn't mean that you just sit there like a stump waiting for, you to be rescued like old video games. The actual Mary of the Bible went out and did things. She got told by an angel that she was going to bear the Son of God, and she freaked out less than most people freak out at the second an angel appears. And then she says, you know what? You told me about this relative of mine who's going to have a baby. I'm going to go travel through the desert with bandits and other horrible things as a probably 14 to 50-year-old girl. Probably in a caravan, you just don't set out on your own, but still independent of all my family and relatives to go see them. And that's the type of thing where I can be like, that's awesome. That's something I can look up to. So go ahead, go down below when you're done. Look at everyone else's videos about how they relate to Mary. Maybe you personally would be like, I like the people who relate to Mary because they act like they're a small child. Because sometimes I just want to feel like a small child and, have a mommy who goes and makes me warm toast just in bed and gives me lullabies, which is awesome. That's your thing. Or maybe you're like, I'm new. I don't get this Mary thing. Like, that was super hard. And there's going to be some people who are like, I totally agree. It made no sense to me at all. Or maybe you're like me, and every time, you watch the show, it might goes off about how, you're like, you are an adult. and you would like to share down below about how you also agree that there should be more things for, especially women, dealing with Mary, who is an adult female, as an adult female. Anyway, those are my personal thoughts on this collab. I thought I would, add them in because I can't be the only one who thinks this. I can't be the only person who's like, I'm not 5. I love Mary. She is my mother. She is the person who brought Christ into the world for us all. But I'm an adult, and that's not the way adults deal with other adults. Anyway, I'd love to hear your comments. And until then, remember to live your faith, love your faith, share that love.